Hello, humans of Redwood. Welcome to the Everything Entertainment Podcast, brought to you by the Redwood Gigantea. I am your host, Lisha Vargas.
I'm your co-host, Aiden Lupian.
And today we are here with a few of Redwood's band members who won the Visalia Interventional Sweepstake. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Jacob. I play bass clarinet for Redwood Band.
I'm Hunter Wallace, and I play trumpet.
I'm Ella Chan, and I'm on marimba.
All right.
Let's get with the questions.
So our first question for you guys is, how long have you been in Redwood's band?
I've been in Redwood's band for 4 years.
I've been in Redwood bands for 3 years now, since freshman year.
And this is my second year.
All right. How do you feel about this year's program, Tangled Up in Blue?
I like it a lot. I like the music a lot, but I do feel like last year's show was a little bit better. Like, our Aquarium was what it was called. It felt like more meaningful to us. I don't know.
Yeah, this year's show, it's a lot harder, but I feel like it doesn't bring as much presence as last year did.
But it's still sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the music. It's definitely a step up and like harder. It's like us entering like a new class, but I feel like the story isn't there. Like with Aquarium, like you like felt something. There was a story going with it, but this one, as much as I love the music, I do miss Aquarium.
What is the Visalia Band
Invitational.
Invitational? Thank you. What is it exactly?
It's just a competition where all the schools come down and they just compete for sweepstakes.
In our very own stadium.
The bowl.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Band
Alright.
Bowl. What awards and captions did you guys win this year?
We got.
Well, we won grand sweepstakes for sure, but I don't really.
I know we got best percussion and
Oh, yeah.
then
We got a
like
caption,
music overall.
Yeah. General effect. Right?
General effect.
We had
yeah.
best.
Did we? I thought we lost general effect.
No, we got it was general effect and then it was best percussion and so
music.
this
best
year.
in field.
Yeah, best
Best
in
in
field.
field.
Best in
Like-
field, that's what I meant. They announced it somewhat weird this year, so you would think like the first school they list, it's like last place, but they were just saying it to get our captions out of the way. But we got
It was weird.
yeah, so we got grand sweepstakes, which is basically just we did best overall compared to like all the bands and like our scores added up. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much the best band out of
Pretty
every
much,
single band.
yeah.
They scared us, bro. Like they said they announced our captions and then we thought we got last. They were like,
Or like
It
we
was
didn't
so
place.
scary.
Yeah. It was weird.
yeah.
So you guys basically won like a bunch of stuff in a
Yeah.
bunch of ways.
The whole
Yeah.
thing. pretty
Yeah.
much,
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
How does it feel defending the grand sweepstakes title from like last year? You know.
I would say it feels pretty great, but I was like, I thought we got 5th place, so I was like, we just disappointed Brave. We lost, but
Yeah,
then
we thought we were gonna get yelled at.
oh my god, yeah. So when we found out, like when they announced grand sweepstakes, we were like, oh my gosh, we like were really hyped, and we were so thrown off. Like the first time we didn't applaud when we thought we got 5th place, but having grand sweepstakes again this year is still awesome. Like I feel like everyone has worked really hard to come to this point, and I'm just really happy to be in this community very close.
It feels pretty good defending it. It kind of just shows the other schools that we're really good and that it's gonna take a lot to beat us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. Like after all that hard work, just like going from Monday and Thursdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays for 3 hours, just like getting yelled at pretty much.
It pays off. for
It
sure.
really pays off. Like
Yeah.
once you get there and you get that first place, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys expect to take grand sweepstakes again,
I
or were
didn't.
you like, kind of iffy on it?
I thought we would have placed second.
Yeah, it was definitely a little tiny bit iffy, but like once we got it, I was like, okay, there it is.
Mm.
I feel like our performance, like we've had better performances definitely, but I feel like like I said, we worked very hard and it was like well deserved. Everyone did great, but we did better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Aiden,
Yeah.
did you expect to win? No.
No.
There's-
No
Yeah.
shade. Wow.
I'm with them on the whole last year's show was a bit better.
Yeah.
It was just a really fun time, and I thought
It was good
the
vibes,
show
good
had
vibes.
more of like a meaning and an impact than this
Definitely
year.
did,
But this
yeah.
year's show, it's starting to grow on me. I'm definitely
Yeah.
liking it a bit more.
Okay.
There's
That's
still
sweet.
That
a
makes me
lot
feel
to get
good.
done.
Mm-hmm.
This is for you. Since this is your last year since you were a senior, how does it feel that this is your last competition?
Or VBI?
VBI.
It's kind of exciting a little bit that we got grand sweepstakes in my last year. I don't really know how to put it into words, but it feels amazing that I can leave Redwood and I can leave the band knowing that I did a good job, knowing that overall the band did a good job, and that we worked as hard as we could to get the best.
And this is your second year, as you said, and you're a sophomore right now, correct?
Yep.
So as long as you've been in high school, you've had this title of Grand Sweepstake. How does that feel?
It feels great. I came from a school where it wasn't very associated with marching band, so I entered last year like no knowledge. Like I had no clue what was going on, and I thought I wasn't gonna be let in because I didn't know anything about like vibraphone, marimba. Like I had never heard any of those terms. But now like being like settled, I got settled in pretty fast because the community is just so like welcoming. And it's like a family. Like I know it's cheesy saying that, but it's just like great to be surrounded by people who are just as passionate about music as like I am. So honestly, just being second year grand sweepstake, like it's fun, and I hope we can keep this streak up for another year.
And this is your junior, right? So this is your third year in band. So how do you like kind of expect to kind of hold this title, or do you expect it to hold it next year? Because I think freshman year, what place did you guys get freshman year?
Fourth?
Something like that.
Fourth or fifth?
'Cause
We
that-
didn't place high.
We didn't place high because like that was right after
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It was our COVID show, so
I forgot.
Mr. Ray like he didn't spend very much like money on like the funding and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I remember.
it was really
It
low
was-
budget.
And
No,
it was
I
just
remember,
different
yeah,
for everyone coming out of quarantine to get used to
No,
marching band.
I
as a
remember.
whole.
I
Yeah.
completely forgot that freshman year was COVID year. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What were some of your goals for this performance, like going into it, and were they achieved?
There was a few like visuals things that we added, like a practice or two before, and they weren't very solid. So I was just like really just trying to make sure that those like came across to the audience, and I think they did for the most part, but there definitely were some people that didn't have it down all the way. So it was a little rough, but like we'll get there for sure.
I felt like we met our goal of getting and defending grand sweepstakes. The performing on the field, the show didn't seem that good. Like there was a lot of mess ups, but knowing that we defended our title of grand sweepstakes and we met what we wanted to meet, feels pretty good.
Yeah, I would say our main goal was to like defend grand sweepstakes. But I feel like like I said, we have had better performances, but it was still fun, and we can blame the sun on that.
Oh, it gets so
The
hot.
sun
It was
was
so
bad.
hot.
It's
It was
horrible.
horrible.
It's hot and you can't see because it's right in your face.
Yeah, and then you still have to look up at the box,
drum,
the
and
judges'
you
box.
can't look at the drum majors. Like you can't really see. You barely
How-
see the
glare.
silhouette.
How is it like waking up because it's not a lot of students wake up on a Saturday early in the morning and then it's like, okay, now I have to march for like 10 minutes, like how not 10 minutes, it's
8
longer
minutes,
than that, like
about 8 minutes,
like, yeah.
7.5.
it's like 8
Yeah.
minutes and then
Yeah.
still have to wait all day and then wait at the
Awards,
bowl, you
yeah.
know. How is that?
So Ray made a good point. He was saying it's hard to perform like at top standards, top performances for a full 7-8 minutes. Like for sports, like there's no way people can perform like all that. So for band to do it, it's like exceptionally crazy that we're able to do this. But I feel like since like we're so close, we can learn how to have a fun time with it. Like Sam, remember he brought a frisbee, so on our downtime we were
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
it around. It was so fun. It was a refresher, and it was like a nice reminder. Like I'm here to have fun. Like
Mhm.
we're gonna do great. We're gonna have fun, and it's a nice community.
Well, what is,
Want to add anything?
I was just
No.
passing it to you.
I don't even remember the question.
Okay. I think it's worth it
It's
when
worth it.
when we win.
When
Like,
we win. Oh, so
Yeah.
you
Wait,
don't,
hold
or
on,
just
no,
like,
did
No,
not
no,
come
no. It
on.
makes sense. It makes sense.
It's always worth it, and we love what we do, so it's like we're not gonna complain that we have to wake
So it's
up
not that
early.
bad
Yeah,
for
if
everything
we
to
really
get
didn't
up
want to do it, then we could just leave. Yeah, exactly.
Just not go, yeah.
but we love what we do and we have fun doing it. That's why we do it. What do you guys want for each of your sections moving forward?
For the clarinets and bass clarinets, I kind of feel like we just there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in our section, especially with marching and feet and timing and stuff like that. I feel like we just need to have like an early practice of just our section and go out there one day and just focus on one specific thing for like about 30 minutes and switch.
I just all pretty much like all of brass needs our lower players to like just they need a little more practice. They need to get stronger because our lower like portion is just lacking a little bit. Like it feels unsupported in certain sections. So that's all I'll say.
Sorry. For us, for front ensemble, I'd say just like not being so stuck in our instruments. Like we know our music, we're already like confident in playing. It's just like getting in time with one another, like looking at each other and just like really being in sync so we can make like good music together and it's not like we're in our own little world. But otherwise, doing great front ensemble.
What's been your favorite memory so far out of this whole experience?
Definitely the trips, taking trips, and last year we went to Great America, and that was really fun. Getting first place and everything, and then being able to go to Great America, ride all the rides, and just have fun.
I'm really thinking here. There's so many different like crazy and fun memories that you have when you're in band. Like you go so many different places and you meet so many different people, and it's really hard to like pick just one certain memory. Like that's my favorite. So being in band is my favorite memory. Just like as a whole, that's it.
You couldn't have said that like any better. Like you're right about that. Like last year I was like, okay, like this is something I'll do. I'm not sure about it, but it seems fun. And just like spending, because you're with everyone so often, like out of like 6 hours, maybe even more hours a week, and like you're around everyone so much, but you like it quickly grows on you, and it's just been like amazing being a part of something this big, and like everyone being so passionate about it. And obviously like the trips are so much fun together. Like you forget you're there for a reason. You feel like you're just hanging out with other people. Like every trip, like we stay at hotels and everyone gets in the pool together. Like it seems like they're having so much fun. You know how it is.
It was not
nasty.
good.
Yeah, okay, it may or may not be a little nasty, but
No, it is.
sorry, but it's like you can tell everyone's having fun and they're just happy to be there, and like it's just fun. Like you can feel yourself like let loose, like be free, and it's great community.
What about you, Aiden? You're part of this
Oh,
whole little group.
favorite memory? I think it was last year being down in LA and we got 4th place in championships. I had no faith, to be honest, because we're just like a South Valley group. We're not. I mean, we've gotten better, but there's so many people up in LA who will just so much better. They blow the place
Just
up. It's
more
cool.
experience.
So
Yeah.
We were going against the big schools,
Yeah, so-
Oakland, Clovis.
yeah.
Just from like a small school to
Gar.
like a big.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're from
More
like
than that.
middle of nowhere.
So-
Yeah.
And then we go to these big competitions and like compete with these other schools that are like crazy. Like they have more money than us, more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So-
money isn't like a crazy factor, but it definitely helps.
It
like,
helps, yeah, for
in
sure.
the long run. But it's really crazy when we go and compete with those big schools like that.
That's how I got the mullet too.
Oh my
yeah.
god, that's how we're
Yeah.
twinning now.
I bet that we wouldn't place 5th place or higher last year.
And
I
now
bet
he's-
on our downfall.
Now he's obsessed with the
gosh.
mullet. I hope you guys know
No,
that.
it
So
suits him. It suits him.
he's
It's
obsessed with
Xavier.
it. He wants me to get rid of
Shout
it.
out to Xander.
Oh
He's
my
the reason.
god.
Um,
But sorry, I was just gonna add on like favorite memory because I didn't answer the question, but I would say just like like I said earlier that Sam brought in frisbee and throwing, just like little moments at that where it feels like just the world kind of stops and you get to enjoy the moment.
Well, we hope you guys win everything. Please.
Thank you.
Like
Redwood Justice.
Redwood Band is like one of the best
Yes.
bands ever. the
you.
best band ever, obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for like telling us more about it's
Mhm.
it's good to see like that band kids aren't just like how everyone portrays them as.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to see like you guys
Yeah.
are just genuinely just passionate about like music and stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're excited to see how your guys' competitions come
Mhm.
out during the year. But that being said, I'm your host, Elisha Vargas.
I'm your co-host, Ian Lupian.
And this is the Everything Entertainment Podcast. And welcome. Oh, thank you for watching.